Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Coffee and Headlines, our morning get-together live here on Facebook, where we take a look at headlines coming from our city, our state, Jalisco, our country, Mexico, and we mix them up with all your comments, questions, ideas, suggestions, and anything we can get our hands on to have an awesome life here in Puerto Vallarta as a community of English-speaking locals. If this is something that you're interested in, just grab your favorite beverage in this cooler morning. It feels a little cooler because it's been raining. Today is June 15. Grab your favorite beverage, sit down and join us for half an hour, 40 minutes or so, just to see how things are going at your end of the world. If you are new to these broadcasts, please let us know by writing the word new in your comment. And if you have something truly important to bring up, we will take a look at it during the second half of the broadcast, but it will help us a lot if you can add the letter Q at the beginning of your comment. Today, we have a few news, important stuff. We have Taco Tuesday, and we're going to learn a nice lesson on meat parts today that you may not be aware of. There is this really yummy cut of beef that is very popular here, not so popular north of the border, and we found a great place that where you can enjoy it, and it's air conditioned too. So we're going to talk about that in the second half of the broadcast, and then of course, we have to follow up on this issue of the sinkhole in Puebla. We know that this enormous piece of land just sunk. Not everybody, experts seem to think that it has to do to a subterranean river. We've heard the story of the two dogs that fell into the sinkhole and were rescued. We've seen photos of the house that finally collapsed. And now what? Well, that is the part that we're going to look at during our news. So we might as well get started with the news. And why am I laughing at the sinkhole? Well, it is a laughing matter, quite possibly. But first, the hard news. The sinkhole. Let's see what we have here. Well, here's some thought-provoking news. After 21 continued and steady decrease, After 21 weeks of continued and steady decrease of COVID cases in all of Mexico, Health Undersecretary Hugo López-Gatell has announced an 8% uptick in cases, primarily in the states of Quintana Roo, Yucatán, Baja California Sur, Campeche, Sinaloa, and Veracruz. According to his statement, the increase is more pronounced in Yucatán and Quintana Roo, which is down in the peninsula. And he also added that his team will be working closely with the state governments of these states to prevent the situation from getting out of control. Yesterday, we talked about restaurants having hopes to increase their hours, and their wish got granted. Starting today, restaurants are able to welcome up to 75% of their capacity, while hotels are now allowed to welcome up to 80% of theirs. This was determined by Jalisco Governor Enrique Alfaro along with his health team. Other allowances were also announced. Bars and casinos are now able to open until 4 a.m. Of course, they are only supposed to be working at 33 and 40% capacity and have just now been increased to 40 and 60% respectively. Not the bars that I've looked at from afar. They seem to be quite packed, and that's why you won't see me at bars these days. The government of Jalisco also stated, we have reports that bars are no longer following the guidelines, and state authorities will have the possibility and authority of shutting them down, they said. Cultural and sport-related spaces have also been increased to 75% capacity. So the world is opening around us, and I don't know how you feel about that. I'm not quite ready for it. And I'm not quite ready for it because I haven't gotten any recent updates from our governor to find out how we're doing. So it feels really weird that on the one hand, certain things are opening, and on the other hand, we don't have the latest numbers, at least not from our governor. But let us hope that this is a good measure, and let us hope that people that are going to go out to these places continue to abide by the current guidelines, which, by the way, have not changed. It's still the good old three things: wear a mask, keep safe distance, and stay home unless you have to go out. Now, let's take a look at the weather. That cloud looks like a nuclear submarine, says our snarky weather. I think I saw a lot of clouds this morning. In fact, the sky was so gray. It was beautiful. I love this cooler weather, or at least it feels cooler to me. It is 26 degrees, and it feels like 29 degrees outside. Humidity is at a whopping 93%. And our temperature in Fahrenheit is 78%. There's only a 7% chance of rain at this time, but I wouldn't be surprised if we saw more rain later on today, but I'm just making that up. Let's take a look at the weather forecast. The weather forecast tells us that we can expect rain in the morning with a high temperature of 30, low temperature of 25. My bad, that was yesterday's forecast. I am so very sorry. Today is Tuesday, so we can expect humid and mostly cloudy day today. 31 is our high temperature, low temperature is 25. Tomorrow, Wednesday, will be a humid and mostly cloudy day as well. High temperature of 31, low temperature of 25. And on Thursday, it will rain overnight. High temperature of 31, low temperature of 24 degrees. And now, let me come back to, oh dear. Okay, so now we have to I don't know what to make of this. Let me just say that it is hollow in the center, and it is filled with ice cream, and it comes with two plastic figurines of dogs. Yes, you can now walk into certain bread shops or panaderias and purchase your own sinkhole bread, dogs included. This one here has the legend Recuerdo Socavón, or sinkhole souvenir. Is this Mexican ingenuity or a complete lack of sensitivity or both? I don't know. You tell me what you think. But the operating word here is socavón. Socavón is the Spanish word for sinkhole. And the reason I say it is the operating word is because, in addition to this, a cumbia musical group called Grupo Sin Razón launched a new single called El Socavón, or the sinkhole. It's really bad, and it's really mindless, but just like any good old cumbia, it is very sticky. If you listen to a little bit of it, it'll become an earworm, and it'll chase you for the rest of the day. So I will leave you with a YouTube link so you can listen to it if you dare. Just be prepared to spend the rest of your day going socavon bon bon, socavon bon bon, because that's what happened to me when I listened to it. Um, what can I tell you? These things actually happen. One more headline that I want to share with you, particularly if you're feeling sad because the farmers market ended. We reported that the farmers market ended this past Saturday, or it is ending this coming Saturday. I don't remember. But for 2 months in a row, excuse me, 2 months in a row, we have reported on this Riviera Market PV, which is going on at the Riviera Walkway right next to the PTL, and it is coming back. It's been a monthly market. It is coming back this coming Saturday. 2 months in a row, I've said I want to go check it out, and then we've shown beautiful photos after the fact of a bunch of people selling all kinds of wonderful things. And this may just be the Saturday in which I do go and check it out. It will happen this coming Saturday, June 19, and their ad says that they're going to have hundreds of products by local brands, both 100% personal brands, that is, things that are made by people with their own hands, and also distributors of other brands. So if you're going through farmers market withdrawal, this might be something that you may want to consider. So with that said, it is time to dive into our Taco Tuesday adventure. And boy, was it good for me. And I hope it will be good for you if you ever choose to go and explore this taqueria. And the name of the taqueria is, drum roll, bam, Tacos o qué. So, tacos o qué, which means tacos or what? It's a question. It's like, so are we going to have tacos or what? That's what the name of the place is. It is really tiny. I spotted it less than a week ago. I was walking from my casa to Soriana, and there it was on Plaza Santa Maria, along the Francisco Medina Asensio, and I saw that it was really tiny. I didn't make much of it, and I just made a mental note that I would go to it at some point. And yesterday, I was looking for, let me come back to the big image for a second. I was looking for a taco place to explore for today. And I saw this one on the map, and I went to check out their Facebook page, as I usually do, just to see how well they're promoting themselves, if they have their hours and so forth and so on. And for a small taqueria, I found that they were doing very nice promotions on social media. They were updating their Facebook page, which leads me to think they're interested in getting customers. So I figured, let me go check them out. Plus, they have their menu posted on their Facebook page, and there are a couple of items on their menu that caught my tummy's attention, but I'm getting ahead of myself. So you can barely see this place. It is tiny. It is as unassuming as a taco place gets. It is right on Francisco Medina Asensio in this small plaza called Plaza Santa Maria. It's a 2-level facility. Upstairs, they have a tiny little den, and by tiny, I mean, yes, the ceiling is a little short, but you can sit upstairs. They have like 2 or 3 tables downstairs. And again, here's part of the menu that caught my attention. Why? Well, for starters, up here, I see tuétano, and tuétano is bone marrow. You can actually order bone marrow to spread on your tacos if that is your fancy. If you haven't tried bone marrow, it is something that is absolutely delicious. And then moving down, we see arrachera or flank, we see asada or grilled, adobada, and then we see chicharrón prensado, which is pork rind. And then we see suadero, and that's the key word for me today. You just don't find suadero in a lot of places, and you're probably wondering, well, what on earth is suadero? Well, in Mexican cuisine, suadero is a thin cut of meat from the intermediate part of the cow between the belly and the leg. It is noted for having a very smooth texture, and it's typically fried and used as a taco filling. And it is very flavorful, and its flavor is very, very unique. Like when you try suadero, It doesn't taste like your regular beef. In English, it is referred to as roast meat for its lighter color. It has a pinkish color. And north of the border, it is just used as part of the ground beef mixed up with other meat parts. Now, let us take a look at the map just to find out where Suadero is located. Here is our map. And, here you find the fillets and the roast beefs up here and the sirloins and so forth and so on. Here you find the falda or flank. And there's the Suadero. There it is, right over here. And it is absolutely yummy. And there are not a lot of taquerias that serve it. This is what tacos de Suadero look like. Again, if you look at the meat is chopped very finely. You cannot really appreciate it on these photographs, but Suadero is just so soft and tender and flavorful. And yes, it is fatty, but oh my goodness, it is so very good. And of course, the taco place, Taco Sique, has the usual array of non-spicy, medium spicy, and very spicy salsas. So I was very, very happy to visit this place, and I'm going to show it to you on the map once I upload a small video about it to the map. It is located again on Plaza Santa Maria, right next to Soriana, on the hotel zone. So that is our Taco Tuesday report for today. I certainly hope you'll give it a go. Oh, and did I mention it's air conditioned? Yes, I did. It's a small place, but it has high ceilings. And when you get there, of course, they see, oh, a customer, let us turn the air conditioner on. And it was very, very comfortable to sit there and enjoy these tacos. So they have just been open for 3 months. I asked the lady that was in charge, I said to her, well, you have a very eclectic combination of things because you have, the standard beef tacos, but then you have Suadero. Oh my God. And then I had an extra taco of pork rind. And pork rind is usually served in green sauce. Their pork rind was cooked in red sauce, which is absolutely delicious. And they have tripe. They have tripe tacos, which will make some squirm, but some people just love tripe. Some people love all kinds of different things. So again, the very eclectic, unusual choice of fillings at this place really drew my attention, and I thoroughly recommend it to anyone who wants to just try different kinds of tacos out there. So that ends our official business today. Let me take a quick look at your comments. I had prepared another photograph, but I forgot to put it on the schedule of Calle Francia being paved, but I'm going to share that with you tomorrow. I'm also still broadcasting using my cell phone, so I'm hoping that we will not have any kind of meltdowns. In fact, note to self, I'm going to plug it in just so that it doesn't run out of batteries. And of course, I will begin today. Today I will begin the very obnoxious dance of calling the Telmex company and figuring out what's going on with my phone and when it's going to be repaired and blah, 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 blah. I'll keep you posted on that. But first, your comments. It's great to see all of you as usual. I think I will let Paco do the walking today as I get my tacos. No worry, Albert, no walking today. Today is all about eating yummy tacos. Craig is heading back from Guadalajara. Have a safe journey. Good morning, gang. As of last night, I am now officially on my 2nd year full membership. Yep. Good to know I'm paid in full. Thank you very much for your support, Sherry. It is a pleasure to read you on a regular basis. And please remember that Coffee and Headlines happens because of supporters like you. So thank you. Yay! Gliaudry is in Cinco de Diciembre and loving the rain. I think that's awesome. Good morning, Stephanie. Another beautiful rainy morning. Absolutely. Let's see what else we have. Coral is you, Paco. You are glowing. Thank you very much, Angelo. I like this color, and I bought crochet yarn this color to make myself a crochet coral necklace, which I quickly gave away as a birthday present, but I will make another one and I'll show you how it turned out. Let's see what else. Oh no, Scott is today's Scott's birthday. Happy birthday, Scott. I hope that you will have a good birthday. So happy birthday. Seriously, I hope you will have a good birthday. Um, let's see what else we have. Let's see what else we have. Yes, this is very true, Mushi. I noticed that Governor Alfaro hasn't been mentioning COVID data in Jalisco. I suspect the governor has been busy dealing with the elections. Or maybe there just hasn't been any noticeable change for better or worse in our stats. But I get worried about that myself. I've gotten used to reading these weekly ongoing reports. And as I mentioned earlier, when I read about things opening up without having the science or the numbers, I get a little uneasy. But trust me, I am always on the lookout for this information. And as soon as I hear from Governor Alfaro, I will let you know. I follow him on Facebook, and you could, if you wanted to, if you're really that curious. I follow him, and what I do is every morning before we start Coffee and Headlines, I look at his Facebook page, which is usually where he is deploying this kind of information. Let's see. Dave is heading up to California where it's opening up 100%. Yes, I read that somewhere. California is just like nothing's going on. Good for California. I hope they can maintain it that way. I think that it is a privilege, actually, and it's something that as citizens of our own city, we need to be mindful of. And, once the government starts opening things up, it's not meant for us to just mess them up by being irresponsible. We need to look after our environment. But that's just me. Aren't we in the green? Asks Kelly. Kelly, yes, we are in the green. But again, we are used to the specific information that we get from our governor. So we'll see what happens. Jorge is chiming in and saying, I'm with you on that. I'm trying to avoid busy bars where people are not wearing masks. Busy bars, busy restaurants, busy anything. I myself am not feeling too keen on going to places that are crowded in general. Kathleen's excited because she's coming back to Puerto Vallarta. Yay! Let's see. Oh my God, sinkhole cake is a bit cheesy. Fair enough. Matthew says they spelled socavon on that souvenir pan as sovacon, makes it even more surreal. Well, it is Mexico, Matthew. What can I tell you? I don't know what to say. I just don't see myself rushing to La Comer or something like that. Oh my God, can I get socavon bread? It's all the rage. Oh Lordy. Let's see. Good to spin some humor in our lives that have been so filled with heavy news. Hashtag sinkhole. Well, I hear you, Lynn, but I can't help but to think about that poor family. I mean, this actually happened to a family. But you're right. If I walked into a party today and somebody showed up with a socavon bread full of ice cream, I would not be offended. That's the bottom line, for better or worse. And if that makes me a horrible person, then God, please strike me with a lightning right now. Actually, don't. But, I think it's funny. They should make that sinkhole area a golf course. It's the only way I would make a hole in one. Both you and me, Mark. I am a golfing klutz. So that is very, very funny. Oh, this is wonderful. Kimberly says, my family enjoyed Baja tacos at Chef Callis's place in Aramara Market. Thank you for the suggestion. Oh, you just made my day. Thank you so much, Kimberly. Every time you guys come back, and I say this often, and I will continue to say this often, every time you guys come back and let me know or let us know that you tried something that you heard about here and it worked out for you, that just makes my day. Thank you so very much for sharing that with us, Kimberly. Jorge loves tuétano, and so do I. It is yummy bone marrow. I didn't get to try them, Dave. I was so full. I was so excited to try the Suadero because I love Suadero. But the thought of Suadero and then like wiping bone marrow on it. I mean, we're talking cholesterol city, of course. Just fatty business, but oh, so flavorful, so flavorful. Sherry loves bone marrow on toast points. I love it. Bone marrow is so delicious. Oh my God, you guys are braver than I thought, because I know that a lot of people hear things like bone marrow and they go like, ooh, no, not for me. You guys are locals, of course. Of course, you are locals. You love to try these things. Taco Chronicles has an episode on Suadero, absolutely, and it's highly recommended. Thank you very much for that reminder. Um, Fatty is my favorite. Just look at my hips to know I speak the truth. Kelly, your hips and my tummy. Yay. Yay. Let's see what else we have. Uh, oh no, I'm not. Okay, okay. I'm not gonna say that because those words are dangerous. Every time I say those words, the ones in the quotes, that evil song comes back to me. Did the pizza place get back to you? Asks Mushi. I don't think they even know what happened. I'd be surprised if they did. And yesterday, I will admit, I walked past it. I was half a block away from it, and I figured a part of me was like, why I could just walk there and ask what the hell happened, and then a part of me was like, no, I gotta go take care of tacos because the cluster wants to learn more about tacos. So no, I have not heard anything back about the pizza place. That said, we haven't published show notes properly because we're still sailing on Telcel. Now I'm trying to be careful not to use all my bandwidth because I actually don't know how much of it I'm consuming. I'm gonna check again after today's broadcast, but hopefully, you know, I'm sure it was a mistake. Hopefully they'll learn the lesson and they will be more mindful of it. Scott Cameron says lengua, which means tongue. Mm, just kidding. Lengua is delicious. Carlos, my future husband number 75. What are you doing in Acapulco? Te mando un abrazo. Mwah. Let's see what else. Julie says I'll probably get quicker service by flagging down a Telmex tech in the car. I wouldn't be surprised, and trust me, we will be considering all these options. I always got fast results with Telmex by commenting on their Facebook page that I was still waiting for the problem to be fixed after trouble ticket was opened. Well, I'm going to start trying all these exercises right after the broadcast. Thank you so much for your recommendations. That's the truth. Plus propina, it works. I know. We'll get there. We'll get there. Absolutely. I don't see California as just opening willy-nilly. We are, however, acting on the honor system. Maybe not a good idea. Thus, if you are vaccinated, you don't have to mask up except for certain circumstances. Well, Christy, I just wish the best for the state. I really, really do. For anybody that just starts opening, we can only rely on our own responsibility to make this happen. We had a super tasty pastor tacos at Sonorita in Emiliano Zapata. It's on my list. There is a Sonorita in Emiliano Zapata. There's a Sonorita here in Versailles. I want to go visit both of them, and it's just a matter of getting to them. I read the government is thinking of compensating the family where the sinkhole opened. Yes, absolutely. I read this as well. Hopefully that'll be the case. Hopefully the government will follow through. Bone marrow is all the rage in trendy bistros in the U.S. Good. And Glee Audrey has been to Pepe's Tacos twice now and loves it. Pepe's Tacos is just heavenly. It's like going to church. Lynn asks, was the pizza place open when I walked by? Yes, it was. It was about 6:30 in the evening. But again, I was looking at getting other things done. Matthew says, speaking of future ex-husbands, we need to know about that hunky ophthalmologist. What is he up to? Well, this is the ophthalmologist that was super handsome, and then I went to have my eyes checked. Was that what I was doing? Yes, I was having my eyes checked, and and then he canceled because he got COVID, and I never followed through with him anymore. So I don't know, Matthew. I will keep I will keep my eyes on the ophthalmologist to see if he's a favorable suitor to consider. And with that said, I think we are at the end of today's broadcast. As always, it is a pleasure to get together with you every morning. I am hoping that some people that usually watch us on YouTube are also watching here, because given the fact that we don't have all the bandwidth that we usually have, we are not uploading our show notes the way we usually do at on the Facebook, on the website, and on YouTube. But hopefully, once the telephone line is restored and the access to more stable internet is available, we will continue with our usual habits. So I thank you for your understanding, and I thank you for your company. And one final one, because again, another recommendation. Dory went to Barrio Bistro. I am so very happy. Thank you so much. And that's it. I hope you have an amazing day today, and I hope to see you again soon. Hopefully, maybe even tomorrow.